Well, I'm at the Boorloo Bridge, and I was out with some people the other day, and they asked the question, what's happening with the old concrete path that was set up as a detour around the work site for a couple of years? Is it going to be dug up? Well, I'm down here today, and I thought I would follow it and see if we could answer that question. And what I've noticed is over here on the other side of this fence, there's this huge redevelopment going on. Looks suspiciously to me like it's going to be some kind of skate park. And there's McCallum Park active area sign here, which is kind of hard to read in this light. But they've got basketball courts, what looks like some kind of concrete pump track. Yeah, righto. So it says basketball courts are being upgraded. It's part of Victoria Park's McCallum Park active area project. Righto, it's going to be a revitalised basketball courts with large-scale artworks, which just means they're going to paint the ground. A BMX pump track, there you go. New competition-ready skate and scooter facilities. Woohoo! And spectator areas and community gathering spaces. I presume that means a grandstand and some seats. Don't you just love how the communications people blow these things up into some kind of grandiose, whatchamacallit. Anyway, the path, it continues on, obviously with a couple of fences in the way, and they've put a temporary gravel track across the middle of it. But I'm going to make this really bold assumption that because of this development here, they're going to retain this concrete path for access to it. I may be wrong, but that's certainly what it looks like to me at the moment. And in fact, the only thing you can use it for at the moment is to get down to this swing set. That development's cropped up fairly quickly. I've been riding past here pretty much every week, I guess, and that's the first time I've had a good look at it. And it seems like the concrete BMX track or whatever is just gone, just sprung up out of the ground like weeds after rain. So I guess we'll see when that's slated to open and what they do with this path in the meantime. So you could say that's a good bit of, if they do retain that path, that means that's a really good piece of forward thinking where they've gone, let's build a bit of permanent infrastructure which is of high quality as a detour for this project, and then we can reuse it afterwards as access to this next project that we've got coming along. So that sounds like actually good coordination between the local council who's responsible for that project, although it's probably had a large influx of state or federal funds, and the bridge project. It's not something we see every day, and one of the things we'd like to see down at the Fremantle traffic bridge project is that they replace the pretty crummy existing paths that are there, which are quite ancient, with something like that concrete path back there. Because, as that clearly shows, it can be repurposed and used for another 50 years or so. Well, I guess we'll see whether that comes to pass. All right, that's it for Friday.